Hello, my name is Tio Hofhuizen. I am a finalist for Miss Eleganza Netherlands 2026, and this is my interview for the Pageant project.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pageant project. My next guest is all the way from the Netherlands. And no, that's not a strange place in Australia or the United States. That's actually another country over in Europe, if you didn't know. Her name is Tio Hofhuizen. I butchered the name. That's the only time I'm going to try pronouncing it. Before she says anything, let me read out a little bit of her bio. Now, she is a 22-year-old international model based in the Netherlands, born in Jakarta, Indonesia, and raised in the south of the Netherlands. Tio has always valued creativity and leadership. In 2023, she stepped into leadership by founding Miss Teen Nederland, becoming the youngest national director in the country and guiding young women toward confidence and international success. At the same time, Tio has always believed in leading by example. That belief led her to compete internationally, earning the title of Supermodel Universe Netherlands 2023 and placing as second runner-up. Today, Tio is competing in Miss Eleganza 2026 on the road to Miss Globe, where she brings not only experience, but a message close to her heart. Growing up with an addicted parent and losing him in 2024 made her realize how important it is to speak up in time. She now uses her voice to raise awareness around addiction and illness, to help break cycles, and to ensure that no one feels unheard or unseen. Her mission is to reduce the damage passed on to the next generation. Well, Tio, that's a lot. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about where you're coming from? Because it's been a while since I've interviewed someone from the Netherlands. I think the last one was Miss Earth Netherlands, Sanne Esme. So tell the people who are watching a little bit about where you're from.
Well, of course, I am from the Netherlands, but I don't live in the city side of the Netherlands. I live in the very south. Netherlands is known for being flat. Here, it's not flat. We have hills, we have there's much green, not much city. It's like the countryside of the country, as I can say. So yeah, I grew up here. I didn't felt always the urge to move to the city because there is what happens every time. So it was always hard for me to get there because it's 2 hour journey, and of course when you live in the Netherlands you don't know better than that, but I believe some people travel more than that. But for me it's always 2 hours and 2 hours back. So but I didn't feel the urge to actually move there. I stayed here because this is just a part of me, the countryside, and I really enjoy it here. And yeah, I'm happy here.
So you don't see yourself moving to the city anytime soon then?
No, I don't think so. Maybe if something crazy happens, but I don't think that will be going to happen. But I'm happy here in the countryside because I like to value the things that I do have here and what I will lose when I move to the big city.
That's fair enough. Tell me, I think I asked maybe Satya before this, but does everyone in the Netherlands speak English?
Yes, I do think they all speak English. Not as good as everyone else. I think some are a little bit bad at it, but some are very extraordinary good at it. But
Right.
English, we get it taught already at elementary school, I think. When I think about the age of 8, I believe you already start with the basics like a coat, jacket, food, just the normal words. Hi, I am. I feel this. I feel that. I am. 9 years old, 10 years old, whatever years old. So I think we start early with the basics. And yeah, I think everyone here can speak a little bit. I think,
Right.
yeah, if Dutch people can speak like even one sentence. English, I think they have missed a lot at school.
I can't imagine what it's. I don't speak a second language. I mean, I speak French very badly, and I speak a bit of Chinese, Cantonese. How difficult is it to do an interview in English? Because I assume Dutch is your first language. So is it really stressful I probably shouldn't be asking this. I might be stressing you out right now. Your English is very good. I'm not saying, but I'm just wondering, like, how difficult is it to do an interview in a different language?
It is difficult, I think, but I think I have done this before already. So the first time of speaking in English has, yeah, has been behind me already.
Right.
I've been already speaking English for a lot of years, and when I founded my own pageant, I had to speak with other directors from other countries.
Right.
So I already was used to speaking English from a very young age. Also, my family in Indonesia, I don't speak Indonesian bahasa, so I have to speak English with them. So always when I go there, I have to speak English as well, and on the phone. So English has actually, the language has been a very big part of my life. So of course, when you have to translate everything you want to say in Dutch into English, so it's a lot of brain work, I think, but
Okay.
I'm not so scared anymore as before.
Okay. That's good. I don't know how you manage to do it because I can barely do an interview in English. So thinking about doing it in another language is just terrifying to me. Why don't you tell the people watching how you got into pageantry to begin with? And before you do that, I think it's really important for people to know if they're not from the Netherlands seems to have, for the size of the country, it has a huge like pageant community, and I've never really understood why. I'm not saying it's a bad thing; it's a great thing. But I never like I see Satya doing walking training or Christina doing, and like there are so many girls there, and Netherlands is not the biggest country in the world. We'll get to that. But how did you get into pageantry?
Well, that was actually a really funny story. I was sitting in a bus, and there was a girl also in the bus, and she had this beautiful hair. And I was staring, like, how did she get such a beautiful hair? And she was looking like that girl at in the bus.
Yeah.
And so she got off the bus, and I heard behind me, "Oh my God, she is the Miss Teen of our province, Limburg." So
Oh,
I thought, what is she like famous or something? So when I got home, I Googled her. Also to see what kind of hairdresser she goes to, but um, but right when I Googled her, I got in touch with pageantry for the first time.
yeah.
It was really interesting, actually. So when I saw her profile, I saw all the amazing hairstyles she did with her hair. I was like completely obsessed, and right then I started to also look at the real pageant she competed in at that moment to see, what kind of other girls look like. I was bored, I think, at the time. And then I dived deeper and deeper and deeper. And then before I knew, I was watching their finals. And then I thought, okay, I want to do this too. And then I signed up for the provincial pageant here, for the teenage one. And I got through, and that's how I started it.
Right. So I don't think I've ever heard of anyone getting started because they like someone's hair. That's what was she doing on the bus? What? I mean, this is a silly question, but why was she on the bus with her hair done? Like, was she on the way to an appearance
No,
or something? Or
I'm not sure. I think she was just going home or something. Because
oh,
afterwards, I knew we lived in the same area in this province,
right.
so it made sense that she had to go to home or something. But yeah, it was not like that. So it was just very thick and it was shiny and it was just straightened. It was like not even like that special. But I don't know. This was the best hair I ever seen. So
I,
yeah, then I thought, whoa.
So Tio, you were staring at her in the bus the whole time, and then you went home and you stalked her on Google. That's how you got into pageantry. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, but thanks to the girls behind me, because otherwise I would never know who she was. So
Okay, so you got into pageantry because you saw someone's hair. What kept you in pageantry, though? I imagine it wasn't just the hair. There must have been
no,
something.
no, because I actually I was someone with no life. Actually, I went to school, I went to home, I did nothing at home because I was just sitting in my room. Like, was actually like a kind of phone addicted. Was also kind of addicted to daydreaming. So I used to lay also in bed or walk around my room and just go up and down and think about another life in my head, because it was kind of a form of escaping for me while growing up with an addicted parent. Um, and when I got passionate about pageantry, I kind of there went a switch on in my
Yeah,
head from thinking, oh, this could be the point where I can turn my life into my daydreams.
yeah.
So that's what actually kept me in pageantry. So yeah, when I started doing it, I luckily got the support from my family to help me get to their trainings and to other photo shoots at the time. I started to do it myself, go nationally to another pageant and get the most out of myself, because I believed in a life that was not only about daydreaming, being mad about your parents, sitting in your room, locking yourself in. And yeah, that's was kind of the turning point in my life, I think, to get somewhere, do somewhere, because otherwise I think I would just be doing the same, like just being in my room, go to work or to school, go back daydreaming, do nothing with my life, not any sport at all, you name it, not even eating healthy at some point. So yeah, that's what really kept me in pageantry, to get to the better version of myself, the version that always lived in my head.
When you were growing up and you were daydreaming, were you daydreaming about where you are now?
Yes. Yes, I always dreamed of being a model, someone with talent, someone who is doing something for other people, being meaning something for something,
Yeah.
just to help, what you name it, just to help. And that's what I'm doing right now. And that's, if you told me that like 6 years ago, yeah, I I would say, what? Me?
When you first entered, yeah, your sash slipped down.
Yeah.
By the way, if anyone can ever invent a sash that doesn't slip down, that would be amazing. I don't know
Yeah.
why they all slip down. You tell me. You've been a director. I don't get it. But you were growing up. You said you had an addicted parent. Now, in pageantry, the girls can advocate for a lot of things. Some people would think advocating or talking about an addicted parent is something that's maybe a bit risky. I don't. I think you should speak about what's in your heart and what's been most impactful to you. But were you advocating about having an addicted parent when you first got into pageantry, or is that something
No.
that's been a lot more recent?
That's something that's a lot more recent because I was scared. My parent was alive at that time, so I had such a big loyalty towards him that I wouldn't make the situation worse than it already was, or at least I would think I would make it worse when I started to speak up about it. At that time, I did start healing. I went to mental health care just privately, so I didn't tell like many people, just my close circle about it, that I'm just working on it, but never spoke publicly about it because I was scared.
Yeah.
So yeah, in 2024, like midway where we are now, compared to when I started, he did passed away. So yeah, that was for me also like a crazy time because of course losing a parent, whether he's addicted or not, is the worst. But I started to learn so more about myself when he passed away, and eventually got the I got the what? Like I got to the point where I thought, okay, this is something that needs to be talked about, because I'm not sure what the English word about is, but this wait, let me think about a good translation. But like an also victim,
Yeah.
like another victim. Let's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
call it that. I don't know any other victims. Still, to this day, I don't
Right.
know anyone who also has a parent with addiction. Like, not even whether it's alcohol, gambling, you name it, I still don't know anyone. And I believe that that's shocking because one of the 4 children here in the Netherlands has one of those parents who is addicted or has a mental health illness, which is a lot.
Mm.
So how come that do not know anyone? Like I have so many connections right now, and still yet till this day I don't know any other victim. And that's yeah, a thought that really kept me going, and thought, okay, now it's done. I need to speak up about it because otherwise traumas will be passed on to the next generation, and I want to
Yeah.
stop that because what I have go through, I don't wish that to anyone else.
Yeah. I can tell you I've interviewed, I think this year I've interviewed 2 pageant contestants whose parents were addicted in America, both of them. And it's a very difficult subject because, and I don't need to tell you this, I know that you know this, but when you're the child, you're supposed to be the child. You're not supposed to be the parent, right? And if you have a parent who's addicted, you either need to escape or you need to grow up very, very quickly, or both, because maybe your parent is unable to go and get the food, cook the dinner, do the cleaning and things like that. What made you decide to talk about it now? And if there's someone watching who does have an addicted parent, what would your message to them be?
Well, first of all, my message is to go search for help, professionally help, because there is actually so much. There are so. Wait, that's not a good English sentence. There are
Yeah, go in.
so much. There are a lot of tools out there
Yeah.
that can help you get further into your healing process of this whole situation.
Yeah.
Because I believe that healing starts with acknowledge and seeing someone, and at least here in the Netherlands, and I can assume that in a lot of other countries, there are a lot of talking groups with other victims.
Mhm.
And when a group like that come together, share their stories, you get such a different feeling. It's a good feeling, but you get the feeling that you're not alone. that there are people that understand you, and being misunderstood is, I think, a big feeling around this
Yeah.
situation. Doesn't everyone thinks, oh wait, I'm the only one, no one can understand my situation. But there are a lot of kids out there, grown kids out there,
Yeah.
that have sorry that can hear you, that they can understand you. And I believe that that's one point that can bring you further. And I believe that, or I do believe, it starts there. Healing
Yeah.
starts there. Breaking the cycle, it starts there. So I would definitely recommend to go to your doctor and just tell your situation, and ask if there is some talking group in a mental health care that's available for you, and go there and talk about it, and meet your other meet the other
Sure.
victims,
Yeah.
and exchange your stories and acknowledge each other, so you both, and especially you, get further into your healing process, because that's where everything starts.
Tio, do you remember the first time you went to a group or something like that? Because the first time, at least from my journey and my own journey, and then working with other people in mental health, admitting you need help or admitting you need to heal, that's the hardest part, because that already takes a lot of courage. But it's also super scary, I think, the first time you go to a group, right? And you know why everyone's there. You kind of know, but then maybe you also don't know how to talk about it. Like, do you say, hi, how are you going? I mean, it almost sounds silly. You know why you're there. And it's not to talk about how great and easy life is. It's probably you're there to talk about some really, really deep and maybe some painful things. Do you remember what your first experience was like, or your first step was like on your healing journey?
Well, when I started it, I joined a group for about, I think, 5 months.
Yeah.
So it was 5 months long with the same group once a week. Not every week, but just enough times to go there. And the first time I went there, I was shy a little bit, of course, because everyone is. But I believe that I had to tell my story there. I cried a lot the first time there, because it's really emotional to me. And there are professionals out there. They know how to handle you. They know how to get out that story out of
Yeah.
you, and they know how to ask the right questions to keep you talking, to get vulnerable, to inspire
Yeah.
others, to tell them that what they have gone through, I have gone through too. And you connect, you bond
Mm.
at the first meeting, and then when you have bonded and know, okay, wait, they have gone through the situation or that situation, but they even went and they have gone through it even worse. That kind of gets you get a bond, and then you go to the other session the other time, and then you talk even about it more. You go in deeper, because it's not like the first time you
Yeah.
go in deep and you immediately say everything. It goes just step by step by step, and you start just the first time with everything that's like on the surface, I think,
Yeah.
just why
Yeah.
you're here, and maybe dive a little bit deeper because you feel comfortable, but you don't have to dig into it immediately, because you can always do that like after 5 sessions or something. So it's a really big process, but I believe they professionals have thought about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, here in the Netherlands. It is very well coordinated, and I think it goes like the first session you just do the surface, then you dive deeper, and then deeper, deeper, and deeper together, and that's actually very beautiful. So definitely recommend that to the people out there who think they need it.
That actually, I mean, that sounds amazing. I don't know that that's available in every, I'm sure it's not available in every country. So I've interviewed people from all over the place. And for example, I know in the UK, mental health is very, very difficult because to get in to see anyone takes months, if not longer, maybe years. And I don't think there are as many support, if I can call it like a support group or a group, I don't think there are many resources available. Here in Australia, it could be better, but I don't think it's that bad. In America, I don't know. I know medical costs in America are through the roof. But that sounds like an amazing service or resource in the Netherlands. And I wish every country had it. Can I ask you, Tio, when you began your healing journey, did you have any expectations as to how it was going to go? Because I wouldn't. I would have no idea what's going to happen. What am I going to? I'm going to go there and I'm going to talk about my feelings and in front of a bunch of strangers, and we're all going to hold hands and cry. Like, did you have any expectations as to what was going to happen?
Yeah, first of all, I thought, when I'm done, probably my dad will stop being addicted. But that did not happen.
Yeah.
but besides that, I didn't have any expectations. I just wanted to meet other people because that was for me really important, because I only had my family who knew about it. And you live with them like at that point for 17, 18 years. So you want to actually meet other people. So that was for me the only thing sorry. That was the only thing for me that I thought, okay, that's something that I really want to get out of it. But besides that, I just went with no expectations, just the urge to meet other victims.
What was it like for yourself hearing their stories?
Difficult, because I don't like that bad things are happening to people, of course. But also I felt understood, because many patterns that exist between these two things, like addiction or mental health illness, they have it too. So I see patterns in my parents, and I see the patterns in their story, and they see the patterns in their parents as well. So it was really like, wow, I felt understood. I felt like, okay, I'm not the only one who's seeing that. I'm not the only one who thinks like this about it. So that's it was difficult, of course, because everyone has their own story, and it's heartbreaking to hear that how unavailable some parents are. But being felt understood by their stories, like acknowledging, knowing, and seeing those patterns, gives a healing feeling to yourself, as I can say.
What made you decide to enter this pageant now? Did it have something to do with your healing journey, feeling like you've reached a point where you want to talk about this, or was it something else that brought you back to pageantry? Because when I read your bio, you've been a director. I always say you never trust a pageant girl who says she's retired. I'm not saying that you said you're retired, but you've been a contestant, you've been a director, now you're coming back as a contestant. Why now?
Because I feel like I am as much as healed as I can think right now. I think I finished all the things I thought I needed to heal, I'm still healing every day, by the way. I'm still learning new things. So that's one thing. But I wanted to compete in this pageant because I wanted to give this a bigger platform. As I've
Mm.
competed in pageants, I saw that when you are competing, so many people are looking at you. So
Yeah.
many people want to do collaborations with you, like even if it's the mayor of the city you live in, you name
Mm.
it. You can achieve actually so much more when you have a big platform. And I knew I had like my pageantry background, but I felt like I need to compete now to make it even more bigger, to reach more people,
Yeah.
because a new pageant, new girls, new directors, new sponsors, new companies that also look at your story. So I thought, okay, let's compete in a pageant. So I chose for this pageant because I like actually the Miss Globe very much. It was always a European based pageant, but now for the first time they're going to Thailand,
Wow.
which is
Okay.
also fine, which I don't mind going there. But I really valued the Miss Globe for who they are. And I've went to a model pageant 3 years ago. So
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I want to go somewhere where I can clearly put my advocacy at first. I can talk, I can speak, I can speech, I can share my stories. My story, my advocacy will be also important in the
Yeah.
end result, and not like modeling and stuff. Because of course I've been doing that also for a while now, but
Yeah.
I believe that I am more than that. There's nothing wrong with modeling, by the way, but I believed my, but I believed I just needed to do more than that, and that's why I chose for the Miss Globe, because that's for me, like, I've always valued it and I was looked up to it and I thought it was a really nice pageant. So
Yeah.
I thought, let's give it a shot.
Do you, because I'm going to assume that a lot of people in pageantry in the Netherlands know who you are. Okay. I'll assume that's true. Okay. Does that add extra pressure because people know who you are? So maybe there's more expectation on yourself that you'll do well?
Yes, I do believe that. Like when you are, when you stick around for a long time, then many people will know you. And yeah, I've been here for now 4 years, 5 years already. So along the years, I got to know people. They're still watching. So yeah, of course, there's a lot of pressure. But I believe that if you compete for that long, you gain so much experience, so much lessons that you can take to your next pageant. So right now, I feel more prepared than ever. So that kind of keeps the pressure away, I think. But of course,
Yeah.
you have high expectations of yourself because you believe, like, okay, I'm a veteran, so yeah, I want to. I, I can't do it wrong. Like that's
Of
silly if
course.
I do it wrong.
It's kind of scary that, I mean, how old are you? 23, and you'd be a veteran at 23?
That's crazy.
What is pageant prep for you like? Because you, as you said, you're a veteran, you've been doing this for a while, but there's more expectation. So is prep now, is it easier for you or is it more difficult for you?
I think both of them, because I believe that pageant prep starts just literally within you. Combined with my healing journey, I saw it also as a prep, because the way I was 2 years ago, I think, I would never let myself compete now. I would never do that because I didn't know how to handle some of emotions. I didn't know how to handle kind of things. And I believe that that are also very important parts that you need to take
Yes.
to into a further project, because now I can handle stress a lot better. Because 2 years ago, I was also competing right after my father passed away. So that was like the the most impulsive thing that I've ever done in my life, and I would not recommend doing it. So I got sick a lot of times because I didn't know how to handle the stress, the grief, being like on all the time, because I was competing at a pageant where a lot of things were in the city, but sometimes you had to hurt. You got to hurt to hurt. Whoa, wow! You had to hurt. Sorry, I'm now doubting myself. You heard last minute where you need to go to. So of course, mentally, that you eat yourself. Like your brain will eat itself. Like it's getting crazy. So I'm now much more prepared to that. Also because I just found my inner peace and know, okay, when I'm panicking, just breathe, take a step back, just observe. I always try to step into a helicopter and fly above the situation and to objectively see what is happening and then get my conclusions instead of panicking, doing impulsive things, and ruining your results at the end, maybe. So that's that starts just within you, and besides that, of course, catwalk and Q&A. It starts it already starts from the beginning, because of course you need to start first walking in heels, then find your balance, and then you start to do your turns. Like at my first pageant, I barely couldn't even stand like an hour on heels, but through the years I of course trained my feet to it, so now I just can stand 2 hours on heels, so that's no problem for me now. But it's different now, but pageant prep, it starts the moment you compete, I believe.
I can't believe you decided to enter a pageant right after your father passed. That I wouldn't have suggested that was maybe the best thing to do, because you have to go through so much. You have to process your grief, but then pageants are such a high pressure situation that your brain would just have no time to process anything. And then you said you got sick a lot. That doesn't surprise me.
No, me
you must have learned
afterwards.
from that. You must have learned something from that, though.
Yeah, I think that year that my father passed away, I also competed. I saw who I was. Like, I was like terrible for myself. Like, I thought, why am I doing this? Why am I actually putting so much pressure on myself right after someone who was actually a big part of me passed away, and still grieving that. I still need to, of course, because I had my father, he did like everything in the household, like from administrations, you name it. And my mother, she is Indonesian, so she always showed the way to my father, like, you do the administration stuff. But now she had to do it, so of course I had to help her as well to keep everything going, because bills need to be paid, of course. And you have things after their passing that you need to arrange as well. So it was a lot. Maybe I had to go through it to get to the point where I am now. Because I am still grateful for the pageant. I'm still grateful for the lessons I've learned. And maybe it had to go that way. Maybe I had to fall on my face like that, and to learn from it. I did stand up and learn from it. So but I don't recommend doing it.
That's fair enough. So it sounds like 2026 Tio is quite different from 2024 Tio.
Definitely. I'm so different now, if I can say it for myself.
I think you can. Tell me about the Netherlands and pageants, because I mentioned this at the beginning, and I've never really been able to understand why such a small country has so many girls in pageants, and they take it, like, I don't know if seriously is the right word, but they're training, and there's the walk and interview. And I saw the other day, I don't know the name of the account, but I think it's Pageant Coach NL, so Netherlands. And, they're doing podcasts. I haven't seen that anywhere outside, of pageant powerhouses, and then maybe not even America. Why is pageantry so popular in the Netherlands? What's going on?
I don't know. I literally don't know. Like, when I started competing in pageants, and starting my own pageant, I really saw the increase of girls competing. That's also one of the reasons I started my own pageant at the time, because it was increasing. Like, many people were competing, and not everyone got through, because you can't just let everyone go through and have 100 girls coach. That's not possible. So after that, also pageantry kept growing. Many national directors, or many people, became national directors, and eventually people began with coaching, and also went to different countries to do that kind of stuff. And I don't know what happened, but it's massive now. But it's such a big community, and I really love how it's doing in the Netherlands, because the many people here, they still think, oh, pageantry, that's so outdated, and you should not do that because it's so women unfriendly, but yet there are still so many girls competing, more than ever, if I can say. But I see it. Like, there's so many pageants. Like, I thought you start provincial and then you go to another pageant, but now even like national pageants, just girls who don't know anything about pageant go immediately to a national pageant, to a national organization.
Wow.
So it's kind of like twisting around, and everyone is learning from each other, and I love it. But I don't know how it got there. But I think it's just
okay. It's going to remain a mystery. I will say, I mean, I've spoken to a few of the Dutch girls, and it does seem there's a real community of women who actually support one another. That's not always the case, I will say that. But I don't know what you guys in the Netherlands are doing. What I would say is, whatever you're doing, keep it up. But also, can you teach the other countries? But can you give people an idea, how many girls are we talking about? So let me say in Australia, for example, it's not unusual for a pageant to maybe have fewer than 10 contestants, right? Sometimes you have a big, what's supposed to be a major international pageant, and sometimes you have fewer than 10, 5 or 6 contestants. How big are some of these pageants in the Netherlands? How many girls are we talking about?
Well, I believe that if you do Miss Netherlands, we're talking about thousands of girls from the whole country. And of course, they had to go to their own provincial pageant, of course. But I think in total, we're talking about more than 1,000, even more than that. I wouldn't... I don't think I look crazy when I say 5,000. Okay, maybe that's a lot, but I think there are thousands, I think.
Right.
When I did when I organized my own, nationally, we're talking about hundreds. So hundreds of girls. So, and of course, you cannot let everyone come to even the casting of it. So, it's always so difficult, to select everyone, because everyone, looks amazing. And then mostly the pageant itself, it has like 10 to 30 contestants. So I've never saw a pageant with more than 30 contestants, except for Miss Netherlands, but that's like teenagers and Miss Universe combined. But it is a lot. Like, I think hundreds of people, they come towards a pageant, and it's getting big. I don't know why, but it's massive.
I need to understand this, because I really don't know what you guys are doing. Because, Tio, in every other country, pageantry basically is shrinking. It's not getting bigger. It's not staying the same. it's getting smaller. And here you guys are in the Netherlands, of all places, and you got thousands of women competing, and I can't understand it. I'm saying it's a good thing, but I really can't understand it. Do you think maybe it's something in the Dutch culture? Is it maybe the people who are in it already are so great that everyone wants to kind of, like, you saw the girl on the bus and like you wanted her hair? Like, you must have some idea what's going on, because it's not normal.
I'm not sure, but I believe that what I saw is that many people are recompeting, competing
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And that's a thing that kind of stuck here in the Netherlands from competing again. Of course, that's great. But I believe that that's something what makes the amount so big, that people are competing again. They have seen it as something big they do besides their own life. So they have been competing again and again and again because the systems here are so transparent right now. The pageant itself is really focused on women empowerment, really growing girlhood. Many people get many best friends out of it. Like even me, I had like for 17 years no best friend at all. I competed in my first pageant and I got my first best friend. Like you can have anyone thought of that? No, me neither. So I believe there are many benefits, and that is something I think that keep people going to get the best out of themselves, competing again. And I think that's just like a circle that's going right now, that people having so good experiences with the Dutch pageant community, with the Dutch pageant scene, that they're really willing to compete again and inspire others to compete also with them. And then, of course, there come more people with it. And I don't believe that. I think I saw, maybe you can count it on one hand, people talking bad about it. So. And then
There's
that's
always
more
a few
people that
people.
don't understand it. Like they give like a vision, and then I think, okay, you don't understand the conception of pageantry.
Yeah. It sounds like so vicious cycle, but in a good way. So it sounds like you
Yeah,
have people who really love it. So they compete, then they come back again. And because they compete again and again, they become better and stronger, but they're also telling their friends, hey, come do this pageant. I had a great time. You'll love it. And I just wish I knew how it started, Tio, because I can't think of any other country. I mean, I haven't interviewed from every country, obviously, but it sounds like you guys are doing something different. But I don't know. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. When are you competing? It's in about 2 weeks, isn't it?
yes, it is now
You have it in
17
front of you.
days. 17 days now. So June 14th, we have our finals.
Right. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Like right now, the end game has started. So end game. I see pageants as a chess game always, but the end game just has started. So right now, it's all about preparing for our prejudging this weekend, but also for the finals the week, 2 weeks after. I'm not nervous yet, but I think that will come because I was very nervous for my casting. Actually, I was like shaking. I was like,
Oh, okay.
I never like even my jaws were shaking. I was like, what? This has never ever happened to me, but I believe that's healthy. But I think it will come when the important days are coming closer. So of course, hairdressers, the nails, but also really important the Q&A, getting all the information about the pageant straight in your head, like who is the winner of this year, last year, and the year before, and who were the runner-ups, and how did the Netherlands do it. So of course, it's all about that, and of course, preparing for your catwalk. We have to make our own swimmer as well.
Wow.
So yeah, we have to show it this weekend. It's almost done. So yeah, I just need to do a little more things on it, and then I'm also ready. So yeah, it's all about preparations. I feel good right now. It's balanced, so I couldn't be more happier.
Good. If people watching this and they're in the Netherlands and they want to come watch you compete or support you, is there a link where they can go and get their tickets?
Yes. It's
We'll put
in.
it. We'll put it in the link below. If you give it to me afterwards, if you don't
Okay.
know the exact link below.
Because if I say the word, you probably don't even know how to
Oh,
type
I
it.
probably won't. If it's a Dutch pronunciation, I'll have no idea. I can't speak Dutch to save my life. You know that. But I'll get it from you later and I'll put it in the show notes. So if you're in the Netherlands, then you can go watch. All right, Tio. Well, I've had you on for a while, so we'll move towards the end. Just before we go there, is there anyone that you want to say thank you to or give a shout out to for supporting you in your journey?
I think I would support my partner, I think. Because I think we go back to my focusing now again. What I just learned this week is a safe other. It's a thing, a safe other. That person is crucial for your
Yeah.
development, for getting out. And he's really the one that was my safe other to help me get out and help develop myself. Because since then, I also met him during my the passing of my father. Yeah, after that, I just became a better person. Like I've had so many issues with myself. I cleared them all, and I believe that really the person I am today, the adult person I am today,
Yeah.
is really because of my partner. So I would
No.
definitely thank him. Of course, my little sister, she always did help me when needed. So especially with pageantry, I didn't know how to curl my hair. Now I do, but for a long time I didn't know how to do it. So my sister, she was always there for me, also with filming, with helping with the Q&A. So I would like to thank those two because they have mean a lot in my journey.
Does your partner understand pageants?
No, no, he doesn't.
That's okay. All that matters is that he supports you. It doesn't matter whether he understands it or not. I'm glad that it's not just, in Australia or America where pageant partners have no idea what's going on. It's also happening in the Netherlands. So that's something that's good to hear. Okay. All right. Let's go through our final 10 questions. So, number one, what is your favorite word? And it could be in Dutch or it could be in English, either one. But if it's in Dutch, you'd need to explain it to me, obviously. But number one, what is your favorite word?
Um, Gezellig. It's a Dutch word.
What does it mean?
It doesn't have a meaning in English. But you can compare it to cozy.
Okay. Say it again.
Gezellig.
Of course, I've never heard it. I don't speak Dutch, but I've never heard. Wow. Like, how do you spell that? I have no idea. Okay. All right. Number two, what is your least favorite word?
I think addiction.
Yeah.
I think that.
Yeah. Number three, in life, what gets you excited? What turns you on?
Um, the sea.
What about what turns you off?
Doing the dishes. I don't like that. I love my dishwasher machine.
See, I don't think anyone loves doing. I don't think anyone loves doing the dishes, but I will say, in like almost 500 interviews, I think that's the first time anyone has answered washing the dishes. Is it really that bad?
I don't know. I really don't like it. I don't even want to look at it when I'm doing it. Yeah, it's something
Right.
like
Well,
I do everything. I take out the trash. I clean everything. I even clean the toilets. But I don't like doing the dishes. I don't know. Like, of course, when I have
that
to
is,
do it, I do it. But
yeah,
yeah, it's like my
that is
least favorite thing to
very
do.
strange. Okay. That was unexpected. Question 5. What sound or noise do you love?
I think the sound of the sea. Again.
Yeah. What sound or noise do you hate?
Whoa. That's a good question. Mouses.
Do you have mice
I have them in my garden. Like, they're not in my house, but I have them in my garden. Like, when I'm I'm sitting outside.
Like mice or rats?
No,
Like the
like
big ones or the
mouse.
tiny ones?
Mouse.
I think most pageant girls, if they saw a mouse, they'd be up on the chairs screaming. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
like, I saw them now before, but my neighbors they have cats, so
Okay. That's
nice. But yeah, still at night when you sit outside and just enjoying life, and then you beep 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 beep, beep and then like, oh my god, not again.
Okay. If you could have any superpower, what would you pick and why?
I think I would like to fly.
Makes sense. Number 8, what job other than your own would you most like to attempt?
I would love actually to be a brand manager.
Brand manager?
Yeah.
For any particular brand?
I've been working with glasses right now. So
Oh, wow, okay.
maybe for a glasses brand like Ray-Ban or something, to just travel around with their collection, show them off to customers, and see new places, new stores.
What job would you definitely not like to attempt?
Working in a supermarket, and especially putting all the stuff into the whoa, I forgot the word. Just to put stuff in the store, like
put them on the shelves?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Been there, done that.
You have some. So you hate washing the dishes and you don't want to stock shelves. It's very, very particular, like very strange things that you really just. It's good. It's interesting. I have no idea why, but it's very interesting. Okay. Final question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates at heaven?
To say where my dad is hanging out.
Perfect. All right, Tio. Well, that's about it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It was such a nice conversation.
Absolutely. And you did amazing with your English, because if we did this in reverse and you interviewed me in Dutch, we wouldn't get very far. All I know is that hello is hello. So I got that part. Other than that, I don't know anything. So well done for persisting. I'll keep you with me just while I hang out with the audience. But thanks to everyone for watching, and we will speak to you next time. Bye for now. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you're a competitive pageant girl and you're after some high-performance pageant coaching, make sure to come and check us out at thepageantproject.com, where you can start your journey for free. In the meantime, follow us on all our socials at The Pageant Project. Speak to you next time.